Hello folks, welcome to the Whiskered Woodcarver. I'm Jeff C., a visual marketing and live video consultant, and this is the show where I carve for 20 minutes and talk with my friends. Yeah, pretty simple. And we discuss usually a topic. We usually talk about, some odd thing. So today we're going to talk about how do you get unstuck? Like when you're stuck on a project or something else that you just can't get out of, how do you get out of it? So that's our discussion today while we carve. So let's jump right in. Oh, first I want to say, well, thank you, Joshua. He says, I wish you were able to go at everything with a smile like you. I don't always smile, but my mustache always makes it look like I'm smiling, as my nephew likes to say. So let's jump right to the carving cam and get started. So we are working on our new project. This is what we're working on. This is our Mr. Bear in overalls. He's got the little patches on his booty even. And so I showed you last week how I actually cut out this block with the bandsaw. And so we're going to go ahead and continue to round this up a little bit in about 30 minutes. So as always, we get on our safety apparatus and start carving. Sharpen up our knives a little bit. But how y'all doing today? It's been a good Monday. Got a lot accomplished. I think I feel like I did at least. So there's the big one I want right here. So let's see. A little bit of roughing, a little rouge on the leather here, and we'll just get going. So Joshua says he turns to Google when he gets stuck. Yeah, and my dad, yeah, Dad. I don't know if Dad is good at Google, but he'll give you an answer. So we're just sharpening up this. This is one of my favorite roughing knives. Like we're at the stage where we're roughing out the project, and that's what we're doing. We're doing right now. So that looks good. So let's throw some chips around, shall we? So we're just going to be rounding up. Don't want to take too much off, but need to start rounding the belly because we want to make sure we leave enough room for this little armpit here. But let's see here. But I didn't carve much this weekend at all, so I've been looking forward to this today. Hey, Mia Voss in the house. Mia, I found a new live video experiment that I want to try, and I thought of you. I'll probably be pinging you later. It's you know how Michael Daniels does the game shows with Heather Crafter and the gang back in, remember, our Google Plus days. But I found some new games I want to try with you, so I thought about that this weekend. So I may be pinging you later. I'm going to move this a little bit closer here. Oops. We're just going to leave him right down. Man, look how messy my desk is. You're not supposed to see that. Oh, well. I usually have a cone of cleanliness that nobody can see. Yeah, okay, Mia, I'll do it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So we've got to do some testing on some interface stuff, but then we'll do it. I think people are really hungry right now for connection, and I think live video is one of the ways to do that. All right, just kind of rounding the sides up here. Yeah, I saw that. I was on it the other day, Mia. It's because Michael Daniels still does the shows on Friday, and it's a hoot, old school. Yeah, it was so long, but I did it probably last month sometime, and it was fun to hang out with the gang again. It's cool that they've kept that up. So Mia asks, I've said it a million times, I know, but I don't mind answering it. This is Basswood. This is what it's got a really tight grain. It's really light. A lot of carvers use it. I really like it. So it's Basswood. And I get it from a place called Northern Wildwoods I don't know if they're still in business anymore, but I have got a bunch of it. It kind of looks like balsa wood, but it's not as light, and it's a lot more dense. Dad carved some stuff out of butternut that looked really good. I just never have done that yet. So. Yeah, you know, it kind of does look like soap, but it's these knives are super sharp. That's what I really like about these Helvey knives. But a lot of times when you're training kids to it, and I remember doing it in Boy Scouts, you'll start carving soap, and they even have like wooden tools, and there's still a lot of soap carvers out there, but they can make really intricate things. So yeah, a lot of people still carve soap. And a lot of times when people are working on, like these master carvers are working on a new project, they'll either, a lot of times they'll do it in clay. One of my favorite, there's some books where they've actually done like old Western entire towns that all these people work on these projects together. And I think a lot of the pieces they first start at is they model them in clay, and then they go in and carve them in wood. So I'm just looking at my model here. Me. Crack me up. Josh. Leave it to you, Josh. Uh-oh. Thanks, Madam Rainbow Pants over on Twitch. She says, know that I am here, but I can't see you because my computer or Twitch is having network error. Let me see what's going on. Let me see if I see anything on my end. Thanks for letting me know, Madam Rainbow Pants. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, it says it's going, says it's going fine on, it even shows that you're there watching. But, so, Madam Rainbow Pants, how should I get unstuck? Have you tried refreshing your computer? But you can always hop over onto Facebook and you just look up me. I'm there doing it as well. So Mia goes, how do you play the music in the background? It's soothing but not intrusive. So, Mia, I'm using Ecamm because I really like their pop-in picture. But they have a thing called sound effects. And if you load it into a folder, like your music, it'll play it kind of like a Spotify playlist. And so that's what I've done is I've gone, there's a place called Audio Blocks, and I have a subscription to that is royalty-free music. And they had probably the best selection of like folksy music that I kind of wanted. So I went and downloaded a bunch of those and added them to this kind of playlist. And you can control separately. That's right. Mia can always be counted on to bring drinks and humor. So you can actually control there's in Ecamm, you have a slider for your voice, the sound effects, and even if you bring in a movie, like let's say I wanted to play something from YouTube, I could do that as well, and it would be a separate slider that I could adjust. So I try to bring the music down enough that you guys can hear me okay, and it's not obtrusive, but kind of like a little background stuff going. Josh will bring the hugs. He's a hugger. So, Madam Rainbow Pants, let me know if you're still getting stuck. I don't know why. It shows that you're there on Twitch, but I don't know. I am not a Twitch guru. I'm using Restream.io to go everywhere at once, kind of as an experiment. So I'm going to Facebook, Mixer, Periscope, YouTube, 2 of my YouTube channels. So, yeah, it's broadcasting everywhere. So Josh says he likes the background music. Well, thank you. I thought it'd be a little boring, like if I didn't talk for a while. So Mia, how do you get unstuck on a project? Like if you're stuck somewhere, like, trying to make a breakthrough, or, just stuck, like your brain feels like it's in vapor lock. How do you get unstuck? That's the topic for today. Yeah, it just cracks me up. Madam Rainbow Pants is from Twitch, and it pulls up on my screen. And so she told me it was because she was wearing those pants. She had like rainbow pants on, and she was teaching her class. And a little boy came up to her and said, "Madam Rainbow Pants," and she thought it'd be a great name for her on Twitch. So I just love that story, and I love saying Madam Rainbow Pants. But she is a faithful viewer. I think she came over from Heather Crafter's channel, actually. I broadcast Heather when she goes live on Twitch, and she does the same for me, I believe. It is, yeah. So Mia thinks that's the best name and story ever, Madam Rainbow Pants. She was having some trouble with Twitch today, so I don't know if it shows she's still there, but she may be. I'm trying to figure it out. If she jumped over here, I wouldn't know who she was, because I just know her as Madam Rainbow Pants. I should make a t-shirt and sell that, Madam Rainbow Pants. So Josh says, if you're the Whiskered Carver, that probably makes me the Whiskey Carver. It's not probably a good idea to drink and carve at the same time. I would say that would be 2 things that don't mix very well. It's about 18 minutes. We're moving. Need to start drawing the ears on so I don't accidentally cut those off. Okay, so give you some unstuck tips. When I get frustrated with something, not like work or whatever, I go for a walk. I've started to do that. That's helped me a lot. And then I've been using, and Eric Fisher and I talk about this quite a bit, is one of our favorite apps. It's called Brain FM, and it's got like these. It's not just binaural like sounds, but something else, but some magic stuff that works really well. So I'll like take a 45-minute at the latest nap, and usually when I get up, I'm unstuck. I'll put that on and listen to it. They've got a bunch of different kind of tracks on it, and that really. Naps and just getting up. I also do I always say it wrong, the Pomodoro method, where you set your timer for like 45 minutes and then it goes off and you get up and take a break for like 5 or something, and that helps me get unstuck. So Joshua says, I find stepping back and going back another day helps and gives you a new perspective. I agree, Josh. Very true. All right, here's my pencil. So I'm going to just kind of sketch, because I'm a little worried that I'm going to cut something I don't need to. So I'm going to make my bear's nose right here. Kind of just rough it in so I know. So I stack it beside each other and see. And then his ears. kind of want to right here, right here. Make sure I leave some space so I don't mess that up. Yeah. This is a big knife. I don't want to accidentally take off some wood, but I still need to round this up a little bit. So Mia Vasa goes, oh, hey, Madam Rainbow Pants is here. Hey, it's finally working. Hey, great that you made it, Madam Rainbow Pants. So we're talking about what helps you get unstuck. So if you get stuck in a project, you get stuck in something, what helps you get unstuck? So like for me, carving helps. Like I can do something, I do a lot of work on a computer during the day, and this is some like really analog. Of course, now I'm streaming it to everybody, but and it still works. It's something analog that I can do with my hands, and it doesn't. It helps me process things, I guess, not having to think or do it, but concentrate on something else. A lot of knitters, people who knit and do something with their hands, they found that the same thing helps them as doing something, manual. Or my wife goes out and she loves to sweep our driveway. I mean, I have a blower thing that cleans it off, but she won't. She likes to do that. So Mia goes, meditation has helped me a ton, and I love those oral. I couldn't say that. Yeah, it was binaural beats, binaural beats, whatever. So the app is called Brain FM. Check it out. I think you'll like it. If you like binaural beats, because I started there, I think you'll like Brain FM. There's just something a little extra that I really like. So Joshua said he felt the same way about engraving. It's about 13 minutes. So we're getting a little on the neck there. So probably need to work on this a little bit, this area. So Madam Rainbow Pet says, the only thing that gets me unstuck from something I don't want to do is having another thing I don't really want to come up. For example, I hate doing dishes. They will pile up huge, but I also have a big assignment due Thursday. So clearly must do all the dishes before I could possibly do my assignments. I am the same way. Like when I have to, like I speak at Social Media Marketing World, which is like a big thing, like a lot of people watch, and I will put off getting that presentation done. I'll do, I'll clean my office, which I don't do, but once a year before Social Media Marketing World, or I have to get my slides in, same thing. Do the same thing, Madam Rainbow Pants. Yes, on knitting, it's one of my favorites. I knit trunk scarves. Did I know you were a knitter? One of my first guests on the Manly Pinterest Tips show, that when I did that, Aaron, what was his last name? But he was a knitter, but he was actually like a professional Lego builder for a while, and he did those really cool signs. Yeah, so Joshua likes drawing, and I've read it's really good for anxiety. I agree. I think it is. Crooked scars knitted while drinking wine. How funny. Yeah, I don't want to try that carving. That's just sounds like it would be a bad idea. Aaron Wood, that's his name. Yep. He was on one of my first shows. He's a talented dude. I was looking through some of my old videos, and ooh, man, you see that? That's why you wear protective equipment. And I remember, because it's coming up, is May the 4th. I remember when you had Star Wars Day, and I found the video that I made for you for that. Thought it was hilarious. Hey, there's Mr. Aaron. I knew we were just talking about you because we were talking about knitting. And I'm like, hey, that guy, I remember he was a big knitter. Yep. Very cool. Good to see you here, Aaron. All right, so now we're going to start working on a little bit here on the booty, the bear booty. Round that up a little bit. Okay, I'll see if I can find it. I think it was buried like unlisted on my YouTube channel. I'll see if I can find it and send it to you. That was back in the day. Round these shoes up a little bit before I start cutting them down. Nothing's better than that. Yeah, that was a while ago. I remember that. Doing voiceover. Did a lot of stuff. I should make a Star Wars bear. So in honor of Star Wars Day, I should do a Star Wars bear. That would be cool. I don't know if I'm that good though. Because we were talking about, Aaron goes, why did I get tagged in this? So, Aaron, we were talking about how to get unstuck, and one of the things is a lot of people use, like I use carving. They say knitting is a good thing, and then I was like, there's a guy I remember who was on my show who's knitting, and so we were just, yeah, all good stuff, nothing bad. Alright, gonna round this up a little bit. About 8 minutes left. Made good progress today. Let's see here. Trying to get all these saw marks out where I cut it with the bandsaw before I start really adding some of the detail, because those can be hard to get out later. So that's what I'm trying to do now, just kind of round those off. This will be the front of the coveralls. There we go. Alrighty. About 6 minutes. Getting there. I guess I'm just cutting everything away that doesn't look like a bear. like Madam Rainbow Pants was saying, trying to get everything done before you have to do, the hard stuff. That's why I haven't worked on the head yet, because I don't want to, I don't want to put that much thought into it right now. I want to get some of this big stuff done. The easy stuff. So right here is going to be space between the ears. There, right there. Just going to have those marks in there so I don't accidentally cut them off. Yeah. So Mia goes, I hear you on that, putting things off, organize more drawers and closets while avoiding finishing presentation. I don't, I love presenting. I don't know what that is about me. Why I'm like, I wait to the last minute to put up slides, and I was talking to my pal Ian Anderson Gray, and he is the same way. And like, we'll be like messaging each other, got your slides done yet? I'm like, no. I don't know if it's because I don't want to be locked in case something changes, or it's just one of those things, those weird things about you. So Mia, I'm working on this week actually a little training on how I put these double cams together, because I'm using, for my big cam is the Canon M50, and then for this little cam I just use my Logitech Brio on a little mini tripod. So I've had a lot of artists ask me how I'm doing this, because I think a lot of them want to do this kind of same thing, like painters and that kind of stuff. So putting together a little training on that, should be out this week. There we go. Two. By tomorrow I'll probably get out some of my cool chisels and get going on that. Sweet. Okay, thanks, Mia. I will definitely. In fact, I'll let you in as a beta tester, just to let me know, see if I got everything right. I've got a couple people I'm letting do that, so I'll just make you. I'm going to use Thinkific for that, so I'll just add you in there. Oh, awesome, Brenda. Thank you. Now, Brenda, I can't remember. Are you a painter? I can't remember what your specialty is. I thought it was maybe something like that, but I'm not sure. We go about 2 minutes. We'll be done for the day. So right now, I'm just kind of taking some stuff down around his neck. Give me an idea where to go to. There's some really rough, happy little cuts. This bear is actually supposed to be a lot. This I made of my skinny bear. I lengthened it in Photoshop because I needed it for this size piece of wood. It worked out pretty well because I think he's supposed to be about this size. So see how this one's a little fatter, and this is one of my first Santa bears. But it's a lot fatter, and I was like, well, I don't have any more of that size wood, so I'm gonna just stretch him out. Oh, I'd love to, Brenda, if you have some of your pictures of you doing some leather work, I'd love for you to drop them in here. I'd love to see what you're doing. I think that stuff is really cool. In fact, I've always wanted to get a leather roll. They make some really cool ones I've seen on Etsy for like my knives, like if I want to roll them up and take them somewhere. So I'd love to see that. I do. I'll try to drop that into the comments when I get a chance after I'm done carving. But they should give you, probably be a free version to make sure you like it. I wouldn't hate for you to sign up for something you didn't like. Oh, 18 seconds, so getting done, close to done. Alrighty, but yeah, Brenda, so yeah, we need to talk about some carvings. I'll show you where I got this bear book next time. I'll make sure that's close so I can talk about it, because it's the guy I really like his carving style. So there we go. As we always, we end the time together with sharpening our knife we just used. So I'm going to just do that real quick. But thank you guys for sticking around today and talking. Yeah, Brenda, I would love to see your projects. I love that kind of stuff. So make sure when you're out working with your leather again that you take some photos so we can see it here in the comments, because I would love to see that. All right, folks, there we go. Getting there on the bear. Going to start cutting, getting some more, working on his little feet tomorrow probably, and rounding him out a little bit more. But we made quite a bit of progress for 30 minutes. Manum Rainbow Pants, you have a good Monday night. I appreciate you hanging in there with all your tech stuff and watching. And we'll just go to this camera. And as always, I want you guys to remember 4 things for me. Number 1, we're apart but not alone. Number 2, wash your hands. Number 3, hug them if you can. Hug those people around you. And number 4, pray for the doctors and nurses who are on the front lines. And with that, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for stopping by and chatting with me. I'll see you next time. Bye now.